Hello again, I'm Dudley Thompson, and welcome again to WDT Media TV. And again, please like, share, and subscribe, and please hit that notification bell and send to all your friends and hit the bells. So when we go live, you'll be notified every time we go live on the channel. Again, to Dudley Thompson live here, political talk as per usual. And in today's show, it's a bit different, meaning the fact that for the past couple of episodes, we alongside War Lady, we have been kind of bashing the PNP, no, and the Rise United. But sometimes, as on this channel, we tend to be not unbiased when it comes on to Jamaican politics. And again, we're now seeing evidence where the Rise United, in their current campaign form, they are now succeeding in undermining the achievements of the PNP under Mrs. Simpson Miller in the past. Yes. And we'll look at that in some details. And also, there's been a kind of unease among some JLP, or is it the fact that Peter Bunting is meeting with taxi operators, and the narrative and the concerns are that Mr. Bunting could be pursuing or using his influence to get taxi operator not to transport GLP supporters. That's the word on the ground. That's not my view, I must add, but that's the word on the ground among some GLP supporters, that Peter Bunting could be trying to influence taxi operators not to transport GLP supporters come election day. But that to be seen if that meeting with taxi and Mr. Bunting, if that is really the essence of the meeting. But it's a concern been expressed by some GLP and also some who are currently on the fence and those who are uncommitted. And also looking back at some seats that the PNP should win, and some that the GLP should win, and some that are undecided, and some that are leaning towards either PNP or GLP. And recent developments, including the antics there, or a lack of thinking by Damian Crawford, could that affect his chances of being successful at the polls come election day. And also, a shocker, that come Sunday, there could be two mass meetings in Jamaica in more than 2 mile proximity to each other. You understand that the JLP had a mass meeting for halfway tree, and some 2 miles down the road at Crossroads, the PNP having a mass meeting. And that could be a headache for the security forces, with two mass meetings in such close proximity, about 2 miles apart. And then now, persons are speculating that the Prime Minister could announce the election date on Sunday. But that is way to be seen. Not a guarantee that he will do it, but that is the speculation on both PNP and the JLP side, that Mr. Holness could announce the poll date at that mass meeting in halfway tree come Sunday. But let's wait and see. All right. I'm very sure to be joined by shortly. Be joined by War Lady as per usual. But let's look back now at the antics of Rise United, and their current campaign pattern could only serve to undermine or to erode the progress made by Mrs. Simpson Miller back in about 2012 or so. And it was argued back then, or now, that Jamaica could be the next Singapore. Yes? The next Singapore. And that means in Jamaica right now, they're saying that the results are exceeding the level of effort in Jamaica right now. Yes? The result, what we're seeing now in Jamaica, have exceeded the level of effort by Jamaicans. And again, as you all know, in Jamaican news, it said that Jamaica's crime rate is down by 44%. But on the world stage, they're saying that Jamaica's murder rate is down by 41%. And it's the lowest in median homicide rate in a decade. Now, apart from PNP or JLP, no. coming from persons on the world stage, saying that the 41% drop in murder rate is the lowest median homicide rate in the last decade. And yeah, say that Jamaica could be the next Singapore. Singapore, as you know, one of the second highest per capita earning in the world behind Luxembourg. And Jamaica is heading in that direction, according to those on the world stage. And the economists measures wealth to GDP per person or per capita. It's a fancy way of saying that the wealth produced by a person and the expenses and the expenses in life. And Singapore, as you know, is ranked second only behind Luxembourg. All right, how it all started? The progress we're now seeing in Jamaica is not started by Anderw holness, as the risers has assumed. It was started in 2012 under the PNP, under Mrs. Simpson Miller. And it's something the risers need to understand, that the current antics by the risers is now setting to undermine the achievements of Portia, which started in 2012. All right, in 2012, both the PNP and the JLP, yes, in 2012, Mrs. Simpson Miller and Anderw holness came to a consensus, right? And that was to sort of reduce Jamaica's, to cut Jamaica's debt. And they both agreed, this PNP and JLP now, right? PNP and the JLP, they both agreed to borrow from the IMF on what is called an extended fund facility, right? Yes. And again, repeating, this was agreed upon by both PNP and the JLP, Portia and Anderw holness, to borrow from the IMF under what is called an extended fund facility. And that means the whole austerity measure, and was to cut spending and to increase earning. And also they did the debt exchange program. And Jamaica total lending, and Jamaica to their creditors said that if you cut the interest rate, it will take a longer time to get paid. And that Jamaica said that to both their local and international creditors. Hi, Marie Rose. Welcome to the program. Welcome, everyone. You're looking at the Jamaican achievements came accredited to both PNP and the JLP. And when Jamaica actually did that now, right? When Jamaica actually did that, they had money to do investment, grow the economy, innovation, and pay down on the debt. And the same program, welcome Marie Rose, thanks, yes. And this, as I said, the same program is tried by Barbados 2018-2020, Singapore, Barbados, Argentina, Greece, and Puerto Rico. With little growth in Barbados and much more in, say, Singapore and Greece. And this was a program that was agreed upon by both PNP and JLP. All right, so this is that's the deal started back then, and Jamaica is now one of the fastest growing economy in the world. Right? Jamaica is now one of the fastest growing economy in the world, and we must say thanks both to the PNP and the JLP for this one, not the risers. The PNP under Mr. Simpson Miller and the current JLP under Anderw holness are the two persons who put together this program to see the growth that Jamaica is experiencing now. So when the Rise United persons are now opposing this policy, they're also opposing the growth that was put into motion by then Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller. But Anderw holness is more focused on the growth, what we're seeing now. Portia Simpson Miller, she focused on the investment, growing the economy, innovation, and pay off the debt. When they put the program together in 2012, she and the current PM Anderw holness. But Anderw holness now focus more on the growth of the economy. And this is the program started under both PNP and the JLP. So again, when the risers is now criticizing every aspect of this program, thing is an Andrew thing. They're so dead wrong. This was started by, as I said earlier to you, by the PNP and the JLP. So the success the country is now see no. It's not an Andrew success, right? It's not a JLP success. It started under both PNP and JLP. So again, on this program, we give credit where it is due. Yes, Jamaica is now better off than 20 years ago, thanks to both Portia Simpson Miller and Anderw holness. So the Rise United, when you're campaigning against this policy and think it's an Anderw policy, you're dead wrong. It's both PNP and JLP started this initiative for Jamaica to put now on a path of growth, where Jamaica can now build major highways without the borrow money from World Bank. Yeah, praise God. Thanks, Mary. Yes, praise God. So, obviously on this platform, we don't come here to big up any one party. We give the truth. I'm going to say again, this current growth, or we say growth on the Jamaica now, and the current level of upward movement now on the Jamaica. No, Andrew is the Prime Minister. No. So, he will get most of the credit. But the facts must remain that it was started by Anderw holness and Mrs. Portia Simpson Miller under the PNP. Not a JLP thing now. It's both PNP and JLP. So, as I said, give credit where it is due. So, Jamaican success now is credit to both PNP and the JLP. On this channel, we don't come here to push a party agenda like some other persons. We give you credit where it is due. So, we can say right now, so nobody can disagree that if you are thinking along party lines, that the current success been experienced by Jamaica, it was an initiative by Anderw holness and Portia Simpson Miller, right? And it started in 2012 when they both agreed that Portia would go to the IMF to borrow from the IMF what is called an extended fund facility. And they had to cut spending with all the austerity measure. And also at the Jamaica National Debt Exchange, where they told the creditors that you have to reduce interest rate or else you'll get paid at a later date. And when they did that, Jamaica started to pay off them debt, started to see growth. And this was started under Portia and Anderw. So we don't come here to push the party agenda. We come here to open Jamaican eyes to the truth. And now the Rise United persons now, what they're now doing, I said to you earlier, it's just eroding what Portia have achieved over the years, because now Anderw is in power on the JLP. And again, not an Anderw initiative. Even the expansion at 3 miles years ago, which we covered on this channel from 2019. The contract was signed by the PNP, but the actual work was carried out by Anderw holness. But the PNP who signed the contract. But Anderw carried out Anderw did the work and make the land, the road project become a success. And they said on the part that PNP have things in the pipeline, but Anderw holness did the work. So you cannot have things in the pipeline for too long. People want to see the work, not hear about in the pipeline. Alright, the second issue now that we said to you earlier that is making some JLP a bit unease is the fact that Peter Bunting met with taxi operators, and that put some level of this discomfort among some JLP and those who are on the fence, because they're saying that Mr. Bunting, not my view now, so that is word on the ground, that he's trying to influence taxi operators not to carry JP supporters on election day. And if that is so, it could be a cause for concern, because we don't expect operators to do their job as per usual, carry passengers regardless of your party affiliation. We don't expect to see taxi operators taking sides, whether you're a supporter or not. You're on the road to do a job. And this could be a thing where we find as somebody having a party color and they refuse by operator. That would be so sad. That is the way. That's what people are saying could happen as a possibility. We're hoping that it's not the case. We're hoping that come election day, we won't see any act of stupidity that could prevent people from exercising their political right to vote for who they want to vote for, whether it's PNP or JLP. And it should be a case where public transport is being influenced not to take people to vote along political lines. We're hoping that it's not the case. But that's the word on the ground now. That Mr. Bunting was meeting with taxi operators that a fear among some uncommitted and also some JLP supporters. All right, and before we go to Warren Lady again, we last time we spoke about some seats that they look at some seats that are safe for the PNP and what is safe for the JLP, and some seats that are what we call now undecided, and some that are too close to call. All right, but based on some developments in the past couple of weeks, some close to call seat could swing either way. Right now, one of the very close to call seat could be the St. Catherine Southeast, Big Rob and Alfred Dawes. That is still very close, very close. And a close one again is North Clarendon between Dwight Siblings for the JLP and the PNP's Wavell Hines. Bless up Waterhouse, bless up. I'm from Waterhouse. Yes, God of love from Waterhouse. Bless up me. I'm from Waterhouse as well. Yeah, man. Bless up Waterhouse crew. Blessings. Yeah, man. Born and bred Waterhouse myself. Yes, bless up. And again, at Waterhouse seat, I say Waterhouse, but I might add that right now that the West St. Andrew seat, that's a very large constituency that consists of Waterhouse, Colorado Mews, Seaview Gardens, Riverton City, Patrick Gardens, Duane Park, New Haven, large constituency. Over the years, as God of Love might be aware, that when O.T. Williams had that seat, he won that seat by no less than say 10, 12,000 votes. The last election could be a cause of concern, where Anthony Hilton won the seat by just about 2,000 votes. And that to me is a cause for concern. When you see a seat that normally is seen as a safe PNP seat, 10,000 votes now the OT win, and my namesake in the past, Dudley Thompson, in the past, we don't see it by 10,000 votes. The last time that seat was so close was 1980, when GLP's Ira Ashman came close to win that seat in 1980. But ever since after 1980, it's always one-sided for the PNP. O.T. Williams, one-sided, 10,000 votes to win by 12,000, landslide over the years. But last time now, Hilton won by about 2,000 votes. And in my book, it's a cause for concern. And I said earlier, oh, God, so we are going to win. All right, best of God of love, you're good. All right, yeah. But I'm still saying that when you see a seat at also one-sided over the years, 10,000 votes, come to 2,000 votes, it must be a cause for concern. And trust me, it's a cause for concern because Anderw constituency is next door. Tower Hill, Mall Road, Cockburn Pen, Yancey Place, so it's next door. And the Anderw influence, I know that when it comes to like the top part of Bay Farm Road up to Binns Road, back to Jordan, where the football field is, that is Anderw constituency. Maureen Thomas, good afternoon there in Alpha. Good afternoon to Maureen Thomas in Connecticut. Good afternoon there to Maureen Thomas. Well, welcome to the show, Maureen there in Connecticut. Bless up there to you. Yes, look at this Jamaican politics, but but Anthony Hilton in Waterhouse. And many say that he should win that constituency. But he's losing grounds. Because when the MP can get a seat that have a 10,000, 12,000 victory over the years and win by about 2,000 votes, it is indeed a cause for concern. And it would not be a surprise to me, to be honest, if he would lose that seat. Because when you buy 2,000 votes in a landslide seat over the years, it's not a good sign. Not a good. I was shocked when I see that the result last election, that the Hilton win by just about 2,000 votes. It shocked me. So that means that the JLP is making some strong inroads in that constituency. And normally, the place they call Whalers, that's the JP part of the of Waterhouse. I know Dwayne Park is mixed, New Haven is mixed, Permacal is mixed. But Waterhouse, Waterhouse, Seaview Gardens, Riverton City, Color Mills are this PNP bedrock in the constituency. But seeing that 2,000 margin the last time, it's a cause of concern. I know God of love, it must be concerned with God of love. And we are confident that they may win, but to GLP cut the seat by such a large chunk of voters, over 8,000, 10,000, it must be a cause for concern. So let's wait and see if Hilton can take home this one for the PNP. All right, East and Westmoreland, Daniel Lawrence and Dayton Campbell. It was a seat that many was saying too close to call. But based on the last rhetoric and the work it put in by Lawrence on the ground, the person in the ground now are now saying that they're going for Lawrence over Dayton Campbell. And as I heard in the past, comrades in that constituency are saying that then they don't want Dayton Campbell. They even go as far as to curse Mark Golding, say it's imposing someone on them who they don't want because he lost in St. Anne by 2,000 votes. And they want a guy called Williams. But the party has imposed Dayton Campbell, or some say impose himself in the constituency against the wishes of the PNP delegates in that area. So Campbell is not a welcome figure in East Westmoreland. And by him being there, there's a strong possibility that Lawrence could win that seat there. But still, it's close to call. All right, and a strong seat there, both St. Mary, Montague, and Omar Woodmine. Montague is on the JLP stronghold, strong man in that seat. But over the years now, they're saying that the Anderw factor is weak in St. Mary. Why? They're saying that the development that went into St. Thomas with the urban center, that was missing in St. Mary. And I spoke about the urban center in St. Mary that was neglected, and the junction main road that started is also incomplete. And they're saying that they're watching what's happening in other parishes, but they say St. Mary is not getting the attention they deserve. And based on that now, it put Bobby Montague re-election bid in a spot of bother, and it's still undecided. And you know, Montague lost most of the divisions in the parish council elections, and that lack of effort in St. Mary put Montague in a tight spot. He could well lose the seat to the PNP's Omar Woodbine, based on the cry from the JLP that they feel neglected. I see your point, Anne-Marie. They voted Andrew. I see your point there. They might vote against Andrew. You know, they're just upset that they're seeing work taking place in other parts of Jamaica, but not in St. Mary. They see all the big center, big opening in St. Thomas and the big roads in St. Thomas, but there's nothing much going on in St. Mary. And they're putting pressure on Bobby Montague to say, boy, we see the work in other places, but what about us? What about us? So that put Montague in a tight spot right now, and there's a possibility that he could also lose that what we call a close call there in St. Mary. All right, and we look at some seats that the PNP should win. All right, earlier we said East Kingston, Port Royal, Philip Powell is PNP, home and dry for Philip Powell for PNP, home and dry. St. Andrew South, yes, Rise United leader and party leader Mark Golding, yeah, that's one of the PNP safe seat as well. So Mark Golding is home and dry. You should wait on their turn. That's true, but they're saying that they're seeing the work. But all right, let's see. Maybe after the election, they might get their turn. Could be. All right, and so to St. Andrew, despite the video went viral about back to, they showing that the garbage and they take and they have to use the gully as bathroom there. That went embarrassing videos. All that again, Brown Burke, she's in PNP safest seat. That is so true. Rome don't believe the one there. That's true, Maureen Thomas. Don't believe the one there, but everybody have to wait. Everybody want them thing now. Everybody want their thing right now. And again, so yes, and Southwest St. Andrew, Angela Brown Burke, that is PNP safest seat. And I had West Central a safe seat for Andrew for 8, but not so safe for me again. I had a safe seat in the last update until 8 for Waterhouse, but based on the last election 2,000 votes, I'm no longer seen as a safe seat for Pink, but and he should win that, but no longer on my list of safe seat for the PNP because Hilton to me is not doing much in Waterhouse and we're seeing where he's losing ground. So he can win, but no longer on my list as a PNP safe seat then, so to speak. Southwest Clarendon, Lawton Cousins should be home and drive for the PNP. St. Catherine Eastern, yeah, Dennis Daly, home for the PNP. St. Catherine South, Fitzjackson, safe for the PNP. North Central St. Catherine, Natalie Davis, safe for the PNP. And Jill Robinson, not so safe for me again as I thought earlier. And off my safe now, Peter Bunting was safe for me, but off my safe list now. So PNP don't drop down to at least 9 from 11 safe seat, 9 in my book. Because Peter Bunting's old boss statement could cost him at the polls. And Jamaicans are upset about this PNP Rise old boss comment. And that to me could put Peter Bunting in a spot of bother. So he's now off my safe win list right now. So reduce now the safe for the PNP from 11 to 9. Alright, the JLP now, what could be safe for the JLP? Portland for the Vaz family. Portland East and West. Darrell and Amory Vaz, that looks safe for the JLP. St. Thomas Western, safe for James Robertson. You know, Tivoli Gardens, West Kingston. Mackenzie, that is safest JLP seat right now. West St. Andrew, Prime Minister. That's really a safe, but he should win that one as a Prime Minister. But that's not a JLP safe seat. But the PM should win his seat. Again. Northeast St. Andrew, they're right chop. Yes, that's a safe seat because some people don't know that the PNP leader Mark Golding vote for their right chop. Yes. The PNP leader Mark Golding vote for their right chop every election. Alright, so that's a PNP voting for a JLP. And so Lawrence Rowe also for JLP in the last election as well. So there's 2 known PNP who admit that they voted for JLP. Carl Samuda, Delroy Chuck, yes. Northeast St. Andrew, yes. The 100 man late rails, yes. Delroy Chuck. And South Central St. Andrew, Carl Samuda, no, that's it, right? That should be a JLP safe seat. Northwest St. Andrew, we have Dwayne Smith, that should be also waiting for the JLP. Northeast Clarendon, Carisha Morrison, yes, for the JLP. Northwest St. Catherine, Minister of Health Tufton, yes, looks safe. Babsy Grange, yes. Central St. Catherine, yes, Babsy Grange should be safe. South Central St. Catherine, Dr. Andrew Weekly, that should be safe. Wami, should be safe in Southwest St. Catherine. Pernell Charles Jr. should be safe also in his constituency of Southeast Clarendon. And North Central Clarendon, Robert Nestor Morgan should be safe as well. And Central Clarendon, Delroy Williams should be safe. And South Trelawney, Dalrymple Filbert should be safe as well. Southwest St. Elizabeth, Floyd Green should be safe as well. Southeast St. Elizabeth, we have Delano, who should be also safe as well. All right. Quick break, I'll come right back there to you. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, man. Alright, sorry about that. And What about East St. Thomas? It's not safe for PNP, I'm telling you. I'm from the parish. Rosemary Shaw. East St. Thomas. Oh, I left out East St. Thomas. Not East St. Thomas. And Marie. Not East St. Thomas. Where is that? Alright, let's go. North East St. Thomas. Not on my list. I thought that. Not on my list was a safe seat. What about all those seat that could be, we say now, up for grabs? All right, and we have, where are we? We were at Floyd Green, Northwest St. Elizabeth, J.C. Hutchinson, or Andrea Morris. All right, South St. James, we have Henry Clark, East St. Thomas. All right, look at East St. Thomas. North East St. James, Horace Chang. East Central St. James, Edmund Bartlett is also safe. Southwest St. Anne, Xavier Main could be safe as well. Northeast St. Anne, Matthew Samuda, and West Rural St. Andrew, Juliet Cuthbert. That could also see it as a safe one for the JLP. All right, seats that are leaning towards PNP or JLP. Northeast St. Anne, Michelle Charles and Rosemary Shaw. And this one is more leaning towards, this is a kind of seat where people are leaning. Is that a safe seat for both PNP or JLP? Because yes, that's true that thereby on this a while ago. It's now leaning towards Michelle Charles. I don't know if our listener there, if you agree with this one. East St. Thomas is now leaning towards Michelle Charles over Rosemary Shaw for the PNP. St. Andrew East Rural, Juliet Holness, look home for that one, but based on the Andrew factor, could work in her favor as a wife, yes. St. Andrew Eastern, this one's a close one to call. Favor Williams and Patricia Duncan-Stallon look like to me favor should get in this one. Kingston Central is a close one. Donovan Williams and Steve McGregor. Joseph Biden said third term loading. Joseph Biden third term loading. All right, let's see. And St. Catherine Northwest, we have Amos against Damian Crawford. Yeah, I said that's looking like in Michelle in Charles' favor. That East St. Thomas look like to me like it's in Charles' favor. Based on what happened in the area at urban center and the development, it could be a JLP favor. We're now seeing where Amos and Crawford. But based on Crawford antics, wiping car glass over there in halfway tree, I think this could hurt Crawford politically. Earlier, this would be like a close call, but based on what Crawford did in halfway tree recently and plan to do in Lindsay Duron illegal taxi, I think this seat could now go in towards Newton Amos, based on the madness we saw by Crawford a couple of days ago. Yes, that's true. A good chance. That's true. I agree. And what David Crawford did now for she made it worse on his side and could work in favor of Amos. So Amos now could win this one. So Amos could win. Joseph Biden it's confirmed. All right. Angela Jones. All right. Joseph Biden it's confirmed. All right. Yes. Joseph Biden confirmed. All right. So Amos should win this one over Crawford. Southeast St. Catherine, Albert Miller and Alfred Dawes, close to call. But look like it could be based on the whole drill issue with Dawes earlier, this drill propaganda. Where he said that the government bought a drill for $31 million. And the fact is the drill alone don't cost $31 million. The drill alone costs about 900,000. The drill came with 159 attachments. Each of those attachments have a cost, and the total cost is about 28 million. And there's a maintenance policy for 2 years. It's about 4 million. That total is about 36 or 38 million. So this thing about Alfred Dawes, about the one drill cost 30 million. It's a total fraud. Not true. It's a drill plus attachments and insurance and maintenance costs. Total. One drill costs over 900,000. and the attachment including a console, and the attachment, and this come with a cost. I think we had the internet, we had the invoice and the detailed breakdown of each part and the cost. And those costs add up to the 38 million. 159 parts it come with. So not the case of one drill alone cost 30, and that's not true. So those little inaccuracies could work against Alfred Dawes going to the election. So it looked like the little known Robert Miller could steal the march based on that. St. Mary North East, Norman Dunn and Christopher Brown, and with the lack of work by JLP in that area, I think the PNP could have steal St. Mary's seats. And Central St. and Natalie Morgan and Omar Newell again, and the Central St. Mary again. It could be a PNP sweep in St. Mary based on including Montague. Could lose his seat as well based on the lack of visibility of JLP in that area. So this election could be quite a close one to look out to look into in these areas. All right. When we go now to Northeast St. Anne, we have Matthew Samuda. Northwest St. Anne, we have Crystal Lee and Gabriel Morris, and Crystal Lee could get the edge in this one. We look at Southeast St. Anne, we see Adina Peart and Dr. Kenneth Russell from the PNP. That one is still too close to call. Clarendon Northern, Dwight Sibley's and Wavell Hines still close to call. Warren Newby and Richard Azan, Northwest Clarendon. Newby factor is now taking shape in that area. And what I see, getting from that part of this constituency, that on the ground, they are saying that Newby could be the one could get the nod over the long-serving Richard Azan in that constituency. Manchester South East, told earlier that Peter Bunting was, I'm going to say, but no longer safe. I think he have a good chance of losing to Ian Ives based on his recent rhetoric and is not being truthful. We have been proven over the past couple of months not to be speaking the truth. The one being the Prattville primary school issue, we told that big lie, yes. And people are saying that it not be truthful. And again, word on the ground are that Jamaica private sector are now on ease. That those first broke on this program by War Lady, that if PNP win the elections, Bunting could become Minister of Finance. And Jamaica private sector is not too comfortable with that situation. So based on that reality, that Peter Bunting could be Minister of Finance, they are not too pleased. So that could work against the Rise United going forward and the PNP, because they don't feel comfortable having Bunting as the future Minister of Finance. And Julia Robinson and Mr. Fritt. Robinson should win the seat despite under pressure, but he should prevail right there. Dennis Gordon against TikToker Davian Vassell. I think Gordon should, for the PNP, should win that particular seat. A seat that is now become very interesting. Damian Young and incumbent Michael Phillips. They're calling Michael Phillips now Wani. On the fact that he left JC on one subject at his PE. And now they're calling Damian Young job boss. He's working in the constituency, creating jobs for people, putting down training courses for people, and Phillips they're doing nothing. So right now, I'm going to see that video recently where he actually converting PNP into JLP, turning Comrades into Labour right, publicly. And if he continue to do that on a daily basis, he could well flip the script and unseat Michael Phillips. So that could be a cause for concern for the JLP, for the PNP rather, because Michael Phillips is now on the verge of losing his position. So, wow. That's how we see it at this point in time. When they come on to what is happening there, in the on the political scene when they come on to this. So again, the PNP now, I had them at the 11th safe seat earlier, but in my view, with the I think I took off Peter Bunting and Crawford, and they're now down to 9, and I still have some doubt about although I expect Hilton to win for West St. Andrew, which is the water where I grew up, Waterhouse, Color the Mills, Saviour Gardens, and those communities. That's been over the years a strong PNP seat over the years. But when I saw the JLP made inroads in that constituency in the last election, and Hilton prevailed by only 2,000 votes, it's a cause for concern. Because as I said earlier, O.T. Williams won that seat by at least 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 over the years until he retired and he passed on sadly. But Hilton now just hanging on by a mere 2,000 votes, and that a safe, safe way. Say boy, you see it safe with 2,000 votes. No. If you look at Portia Simpson Miller seat now held by Brownberg, she also win by a reduced majority, but not by 2,000 votes. She by about 8,000, 6,000 votes. And in Portia time, Portia win by 18,000, 19,000, 15,000. That's how Portia won that seat in her time, in that constituency. But now Anja Brownberg won with a reduced majority. But it's not the mega 2,000 as Hilton in West St. Andrew. So Brownberg is still safe, because that still remains PNP's safest seat. West St. Andrew was also among PNP's safest seat, but it's a safe seat still, but not among the safest. Because I'm still of the view that Hilton could possibly lose that seat if he failed to get the work proper done on the ground. And with so many comrades converting to labor rights now, it could be a cause for concern in this one. All right, so we'll take a quick pause. We'll take a quick pause and then come back now and look at other aspects of the politics. We are back in a quick moment. All right, and yeah, welcome back now to the show. Just a quick little hit there, and I think now we're gonna be joined by a war lady. Yeah, man, the war lady is currently see if we can get now to war lady, and the Grand Gala was also held inside Jamaica's National Stadium. Highlighted to against a Cooper, yes, but highlighted to Ujita Cooper, right? Ujita Cooper was there as well, and we're going to, and we saw we're thankful towards the blessing. Blessed day to you, and to also get them to Mary Rose and a crew logging on from all across the globe. All right, and we did a video earlier. You can check it out where we look at inconsistencies. We come on to Mark Golden, and he was asked how he met his wife, and two different interview. He gave two different answers. First, he said he met him at a the dance floor at Turntable Club, Riddles Road, and again when he appeared on Soul Sin Simmer, I think it was a TV series on TVJ. He said he met at August Town, so you can check out that video. It uploaded this morning. All right, so talk about inconsistencies. As I told you earlier, the Rise United faction is only succeeding in trying to destroy what Portia created many years ago. All right, and we still didn't get a chance to go through the PNP, the JLP's manifesto. I'm going to go through that again and dissect into more details, because that manifesto, I beg your pardon, the booklet by the JLP, the booklet by the JLP, and they tend to highlight their achievements, put that on paper for Jamaicans to see, because with the record achievements by the JLP is no guarantee that at the polls they will be re-elected. Not a guarantee. You can have the most achievements as a leader and don't guarantee re-election. And your popularity, again, not a guarantee that you'll be elected. So in Jamaica on two occasions. Sorry about that. So in Jamaica on two occasions. In 1980, when Jamaica's most popular prime minister was Michael Manley. Very popular indeed, Michael Manley. And he lost to Siaga by one of the biggest landslide in Jamaica's history. And again, at about 2016, 2011, when Bruce Gordon beat Portia, was very popular at the time, and she lost to Portia Simpson Miller. So the popularity of the party leader was a guarantee victory at the polls is what happened on election day. That's the key to what, and who have the better machine on the ground on election day can guarantee the results are they at the poll. Success or lack of at the polls, not before or after, is on the election day. And again, mass meeting planned for the Sunday by both parties. The JLP mass meeting will be held in Halfway Tree, and the PNP want to be held in Crossroads. And many persons are anticipating that at that mass meeting, the Prime Minister could announce the election date. But well, that is left to be seen if on that mass meeting the PM will announce the election date at that mass meeting. All right, so, and again, it's not a good look to have, with the tension now in the high political climate, to have two mass meetings in such close proximity. For those who know Jamaica and Kingston, Crossroads and Halfway Tree. War lady, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, but you're live.
Oh man.
Yeah, but we're looking at earlier we looked at the achievements by the PNP and the Rise United is trying to undermine what Portia achieved many years ago with Jamaica's current growth growth in the economy
Yes.
is attributed to the work of Portia Simpson Miller and also Anderw
Yes.
holness. But the Rise United, you have to understand that what Jamaica is experiencing now, it started by agreement between Portia and Anderw, and they focus on
Yes.
growing the economy, and it's working now under Anderw holness. But it was started by
Yes.
both Anderw and Portia. And so the Rise
Yes.
United need to understand. So they're criticizing what happened now in Jamaica, you have to criticizing the work of Portia Simpson Miller. And the Rise United people need to understand that. So you're killing their own party.
But well, I don't think anybody expect anything better from them. They say who know better do better, and I don't think they know better than them. They are lost souls, me tell you already.
Mm-hmm. But
Definitely lost.
But I am surprised to hear that both major parties having meetings Sunday in Arbitrary and Crossroads in such close proximity.
Listen me, whoever sanctioned that, I think
the
they need to go back. Yes, but I think the authority need to go back and looking at it. Cannot happen. It cannot happen. Not even I heard it's not even 2 miles apart. So what if they one of the motorcade maybe can long more than 2 miles? So how you don't have meeting, and why is it that one of them not? Well, I guess it's the JLP first advertise their meeting and maybe first get them. So why PNP never the risers never go up St. James also and have a meeting?
I think
they're really going around and seeking trouble.
I think the police blundered. Why? Because the person who applied for the permit first should say, yeah, okay, and the second one should be denied. Whether PNP or JLP apply first, second one we say look at the closeness and the meetings and the mass crowd. Maybe
look here
and in such close proximity and the tension in the country politically, it should be denied. Right?
Exactly.
The police blunder in this time.
With all what's happening at Central Kingston just a couple of days. But it's not too late for the authority to do the right thing. This is foolishness and this is like rubbing butter up puss mouth. This cannot happen. I
think the one who first applied should get a go ahead, whether it's PNP or JLP. I want to apply second, should ask not to, because same day, so close, massive crowd. You talk about jamming, Arbitrary and Crossroads at the same time. No, that's not a good look.
And I'm calling on the authorities to do the right thing.
All right.
Do the right thing.
All right. Maureen Thomas said JLP announced their meeting first from last week.
So why is it that the other side get up now and run and go push and go talk about meeting?
The police should not give them the permit. The police shouldn't give the permit for that meeting.
And it's not too late for the police for the authorities do the right thing, because this is foolishness.
And you can't
say no,
you say why they might take side.
No, but look here, this cannot happen. There's no way it cannot happen. This is problematic. It cannot happen.
Well, the police have to manage the crowd properly and avoid any conflict.
There's no way. This is no way. When you sit and you're looking this, when you sit and when you're looking at the whole situation, and you see exact, you see problem and you see intimidation, where the risers trying to intimidate the other side because them feels a lot of people in the cascas, so they feel so whatever them all do, they know it will keep people from coming out. And them bully tactic, I don't think it will work. Them too much bully tactic and all kind of something. They need to know themselves right now and stop it, man.
LND say
get up and
LND say trouble there. LND say something not right.
Something not right.
Something not right.
Something just not adding up.
I've never heard before that you have two mass meetings so in such close proximity the same time. Sunday the same time. Sunday, Arbitrary and Crossroads 2 miles apart. Not a good look.
Not only that, it's the first in history. No much years old, and the first me ever see where a political party will have a mass meeting where you expect that they may call the election, and the other side get up and say he might have mass meeting too in the same parish. They never hear them as something yet.
Almost so close, 2 months apart.
Yes.
2 miles apart actually.
Yes. And I am watching something from the other day where definitely the rise as general secretary is acting like he's this big, high and mighty, this big bully that he's just operating as if it's like some loose cannon,
Yeah.
and then just go on as if like he's high and mighty and everybody must pray that him, and when him talk no dog back and all these things. And I'm wondering how far this going.
If the meetings were being held, like say, in 3 miles and Papine would not be too bad because at least it's about 10, 20, 15 miles apart. Papine and say 3 miles. It wouldn't be that bad. But when you talk about Crossroad and Half a Tree 2 miles apart, it's too close.
Sorry about that. The way yesterday I'm positioned myself and I look to see my Grand Gala because him saying when I go shut it down.
He was there. I saw him in his yellow and black outfit. I know why he was there.
The camera was there?
I didn't see him.
No, King's Combo, they say I'm not gonna shut it down. So I was looking.
No, I didn't see him either.
But let me tell you something. It was a disgrace. I don't understand why Master Mark hate Jamaica. You don't know, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Because Master Mark left him way down a Grand Gala and turn up in a cap. And I am watching this trend with them.
You have a cap?
Cap.
I didn't notice.
He's in a cap, in this big old yellow shirt with
a black trimmings.
Pocket.
Yeah, I saw it.
Black trimmings for the 2 pocket, and to me the black trimmings for the 2 pocket represents the slave trade. That is what the black for the 2 pocket represents, the slave trade. And in come there mock the Jamaican people. In come there in a cap, turn up with hand shoving a pocket when national anthem a play and all these things. Like some all I don't even know.
Cooper say he wearing his security shirt. Yes,
he come there in this big old yellow security shirt. One of the security company I saw the shirt look.
Well, I saw the reception when the PM was announced with his arrival. I saw a good reception for the PM.
No man, it was loud. It was
erupted a frenzy when the PM entered.
Yes.
And again, if I remember saying, this event was always organized by Babsy Grange. So, you always have a good reception. You come to PM, you have a good reception there based on the makeup of the audience. But I did not see such a reception for Mark Golding.
Then on a serious note, they tell me now, Mark Golding look nowhere like he should have get no reception at all.
No, sir.
And the worst party leader I have never, because every other party leader would have got proper with reception. The man coming like dongle Eve. Him not carry himself together and put himself together. The man come a Grand Gala in a cap. The same shot when he have on at the agriculture something. He had the same old shot. He's still the same dirty shot. He's still coming. And he think get up said the independent day messaging. The same dirty fuzzy shot he have on Friday the day. And just get up, see him where Paul and the dirty cap on his head, pen up a Grand Gala, look like them all. I don't even know. But Jamaica, I want to know. Well, Lady Jamaica do this English man.
You saw the video I did earlier about how he met his wife?
Yes.
You asked if there's a trend in August Town.
Yes. One of them in there?
Good.
You need to check out here and let me know.
If there's a trend in August Town. I think
the man needs to carry himself together, man. The man have on this dirty shirt and this big old dirty boot like he come from Copen and walk in at the place and come turn up on that flag in a cap with a hand in a pocket. Disgusting.
All right. I was going through a list of seats that I did before that could be close calls, but apparently now this what happening now. There could be some changes to these seats, some close call seats. Like for instance, St. Mary, Woodbine and Montague.
Yes.
Just say that St. Mary is not seeing the JLP factor in St. Mary, like I say in St. Thomas, where they open where they open the center there, the big center. One in St. Thomas, yet to be open. Junction Road is still not finished, and so They're not seeing that same level of commitment in other parishes in St. Mary. And
Yes,
that could
like the
work against the
best.
JLP in St. Mary come election day. And but Mr. Montague is now in a spot of bother because his seat now could be up for grabs. Not as safe as before.
Uh, but yes, yes, that's what I'm hearing on the ground. But I guess I heard that Bobby Montague go back in and we're doing some work there. So I would like the Blue Dot team to go in and do another poll leading up to the election now and see where Bobby at, because that's it. Let me tell you something. You cannot underestimate Bobby Montague.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Montague is a seasoned politician.
Yes.
Bobby Montague come from that area. I believe that he's from that. And you have this Andrew Holness factor. As I tell you already, and I'll tell you again, you have voters that are Andrew Holness voter.
Yeah.
Andrew Holness voter, them vex with the MP, but them look back and them say, look here, me I go vote.
Because Andrew Holness.
Vote for Andrew. Because, me tell you, say me, I don't know, Labour right, now PNP, me think me I go step now, and me I go vote for Andrew Holness. Because you see, Andrew, I never see a Prime Minister work like him. And those people, those hoodlums in the Office of the Integrity Commission, they are the ones that even push me further, I tell you, to go and vote for him. They are wicked. They are evil. They are very evil. They are wicked. I've never seen a set of people, them so dry and wicked. I don't know how they sleep at night, Dudley.
But you know what?
I don't know how they sleep at night.
No, you know what the rest I don't understand now? That was the progress now seen in Jamaica. It started by some people say I said Bruce, but if you go back further beyond Bruce, it started from Portia Simpson Miller. When she and Andrew agreed to the IMF agreement, to the extended fund facility. They borrowed some money from Andrew from IMF. And they had to cut spending, and also Jamaican debt exchange program had to be revamped, meaning that they have to tell their lenders that, hey, reduce interest rate or take a long time to get paid. And they did that. And when that happened now, Jamaica now had surplus.
Yeah.
And then now that was the leader of Jamaica's growth. And now Andrew take up that program and put it along to grow the economy. And it is now working to the point where Andrew can reduce debts, reduce crime, but it's a program started by Portia, and it's something that the risers need to understand. So when they're criticizing Andrew at the moment, they're also criticizing their own PNP program.
But Audrey, you don't understand. You need to understand these risers. Them no pardon nobody. When you see them go through them comment, there are some vipers that end up business here who. Remember saying the same set of risers them to the day. Them make Portia stick down.
Actually,
whatever happening to Portia right now, them.
Yeah.
Them. And I remember what KD Knight do to Portia. And I am sure that I don't think Portia walking with stick. So sometimes they are going something down to trouble Zion. And that song is reality. Because all of them do to Portia going to come play right back, going turn back on them.
I look here now. Shelley Clark is now saying that Montague is not in a spot of bother. Because those down there said they'll vote for him. Coming from Shelley Clark. Apparently she's from St. Mary, that constituency. But she's saying that Montague is not in a spot of bother. So,
but I tell you about Bobby Montague,
he's a seasoned campaigner.
He's a seasoned politician. And when the tide was against the JLP in 2011, that was when Silvera win that thing. Yeah. That was when Silvera win Bobby. I think it was 2011 when Silvera beat Bobby, and the tide, the Portia factor.
Thank you, Carlton Lovelace.
The Portia factor and the Brew and the Dodos plays a pivotal role in the PNP landslide.
Yes.
And how much Silvera did beat him by.
I don't.
I guess it is 200 and something.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
Yes.
Look when Bobby I win. You just put that out there. Silvera just barely scraped you by 200 and something in Bobby's lowest moment.
All right,
you understand?
Yes. There is also a close seat, but what happened last week, you know, I don't think it's close anymore. Damian Crawford and Newton Amos.
And let me tell you, my truth is always set me free. And I may speak the truth, and some people may not like it, but it's just the truth. I think Damian will hold on to that thing.
You think despite his antics with the whole
yes, I think he will hold on.
All right, but I know he has lost some grounds. Maybe not enough to lose the seat.
Maybe yes, I think he will hold on.
Because
it's not guaranteed, but it's possible.
I knew the Amos lost in that seat before. To it was to Hugh Graham, right?
Hugh Graham.
Yeah, Hugh Graham. So maybe the PNP factor in that era might just bring home Damian Crawford over Newton Amos. And despite his antics, I thought honestly, I thought people might just vote him out, to be frank, because this antics with the carroting and this foolishness, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But I say the PNP factor on the ground might grow for Damian Crawford. You have some
6 or 1/2 dozen of the other voter. Risers voter them.
We said Damian Crawford.
Right. Remember, even at the same one of them did a complaint to the Prime Minister about she not no water with her buckle of boom either bomb or turbo in her and a drink. And the Prime Minister, after talking to her, tried to shake her hand and she said, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I remember that issue. Yeah.
So those are the type of 6 or 1/2 dozen of the other voters them that will carry Damian home.
I'm trying to see if there's going to be any big upset. Because the last election, I was shocked when Bunting lost his seat, to be honest. But I was looking for if I can see an upset this time around. Any major upset this time around. Well, somebody said to me that Michelle Charles is basically safe in St. Thomas.
Is safe?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know, because this military year says she's in trouble and the next military year says she's safe. So
it's one person.
If somebody from St. Thomas, if anybody from St. Thomas on the live, maybe they could give us a heads up.
Yeah, I think someone called earlier and say Michelle Charles is basically will win that seat. Somebody said it earlier in the live from St. Thomas. I don't remember exactly the person's name, but they said it, that Michelle Charles should take home St. Thomas. But one seat that would be interesting to see. That would be very interesting to see. East Westmoreland, Danny Lawrence and Dayton Campbell.
Eastern Westmoreland,
Danny Lawrence and Dayton Campbell, and the communists don't want him down there. That's Dayton Campbell.
I was speaking with an officer today, and the same seat come up, and she was like saying to me that Danny Lawrence, he's doing some serious work.
Yeah, I was told that.
In Dallaston, which Luther Buchanan, remember Luther Buchanan used to be the MP for that area. And I don't know if I don't think Luther and the Risers is on any good terms. So that's a factor again, because you have some time when them upset, then take time work. If they not even come up from them work against your underbelly.
Yes.
So it left to see how well Danny will perform against that loudmouth, disgusting man.
Dr. Hero said that Lawrence is going to win. Come there from Dr. From Dr. Hero.
I wonder if Dr. Hero is from Eastern Westmoreland.
I'm not sure, but he said Lawrence is
Dr. Hero, are you from Eastern Westmoreland?
Is going to win. Is going to win. He said, welcome to Corey Wellington. Hey, welcome to Corey Wellington. A new one here.
New subs, yes.
Yeah, welcome to. Remember, please share and subscribe so we can reach more persons. Well, we're still looking at some of the seats that are look at the PNP is now down to 8 to 9 from 11 safe seats.
And I will tell you this, you know.
That era say I think Luther was thinking of running independently. Huh?
Luther was thinking of running independently, but they reached to him, and I guess that, you know, he sort they tried to they reach out to him and try to see how well they can get him to back out.
Yes. She said no. She said Dr. said no. Our friends there, not from that.
Okay.
Our friends there. Oh, yes. Thanks, Dr. Hero. All right. I took one. I want to take this seat off my close to call seat. Damon Young and Michael Phillips.
Keep it right back on your close to call.
It's all right. Close. All right. It's a whole bunch of head for Damon Young, despite his work in the era.
Keep it. Yes. Yeah. Keep it back. Let me tell you something.
Michael, can you with that seat?
You have some seats that listening, and we just talk about it a while ago. Me say you have some people. You have some, them no business, they no care how you see them when them look, and if them see say them lazy MP in a problem. Well, the labor rights are not like that. You mess around with the labor rights and you know what them doing business here, and you will be going on. And also PNP, and also Risers look on it. Risers look on it, say, well, guess what happened? 6 hours and half does the other. You not perform, but you come round when election they near, and you buy me one box food, and you give me one t-shirt. Me I go put on there, I don't go.
Well, Carlton Lovelace say Amos is going to win because he's there with the people. Come there from Carlton Lovelace say Amos is going to win.
So Carlton, maybe you need to tell us, Carlton, the seats them that the PNP will win then.
You might don't know all, but him say Amos apparently he's from that era, apparently, or linking that era. But he's saying that Amos should beat Damon Crawford.
Should beat Damon Crawford.
Yeah. Well, I had that scene for Crawford up until when they went to halfway with his windscreen white painting. I thought
they went to halfway tree. When he went to halfway tree and carry on in
madness.
But he went to halfway tree and him carry on in madness. It's left to see how badly he lost to what him go there and carry on. So as I tell you again, you have some type of people.
Yeah. You have some type of people.
Yeah, you have some type of but if you notice the audience when him say when I go there for white paragraphs, if you notice they same one they were 6 hours and half does the other. They were like jumping,
yeah, that's true. That is true. But again, as we said earlier in the program, that the PNP is only targeting their base, not the Jamaicans in general. And that could work against the PNP.
They are targeting their base.
Their base only.
And the base that they are targeting only. Not for them hook. Enough of them see it. And
yes.
You can't look funny and say, all right. If I hold it for them in the place, you will carry them home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
You will carry home somebody see them.
All right. Yes, all right. I'll look at this one again, the closer call one. Back to Damon Young and Michael Phillips. We're seeing where Damon Young has been actively converting comrades into labor rights. Seriously, that's not enough to give him that is still too close to call, despite the fact that comrades are converting to GLP in that constituency. It's still too close. So they were converted, don't mean they never vote GLP.
Let me tell you this. And I have seen this more than one. Wholly for them where you see, they say they have been converted there to the other party.
Yeah.
Make it happen that they get and reach to them before election day.
Yeah.
Reach to them and you will see the joke.
Yeah, they might have to reconvert.
See it like Damien Young. See, we have to wait and see him come through on the day. Election night. Damien Young, Amos. Those seats are seats that you have to
still on The too close to call bracket.
See them come through. Listen, man.
Yeah.
Those type of people, they will say, them, as me tell you already, me say the labor rights will hold you accountable. Not them there.
Well, I still after my too close to call, but don't want to take it up and give it time to young. But let's wait and see.
Wait, yes.
Another one, I'm gonna wait and see. Too close to call too. Carlton Lewis saying what I'm saying that he must stay with the people because he's working with the people. That's his Carlton Lovely say he must work with the people. And this Amos and he's saying that Amos should win the seat because he's working with the people. But Crawford went in as a newcomer. And that might, but let's see. Because it's actually it was a PNP seat before. And Amos lost before. So let's see if Crawford can maintain the PNP dominance in that seat.
It's a strong PNP seat. But I noticed that Hugh Graham have nothing to do with Crawford.
Yes, because he was pushed out.
He has nothing to do with him. And that's a factor.
Yeah, so
if Hugh Graham could have held these people and in people them say, look here, we are work with Hugh Graham, it would be a plus for Amos. But again, them risers there, assassinate them.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So you have to wait on the day and say, all right, this is what they do. And I all I'm asking, then it would be like, if Amos and Damian Young, they have to get their act together and get out their voters and hit the ground early and do what they have to do.
I see one year that could also be a close call, but it looked like it leading towards JLP or a newbie. Karen Cross is encouraging voters to vote for a Young. You ever saw that video with Karen Cross? That's coming from Shelley Clark. I find that kind of shocking where Karen Cross said as a PNP, she's supporting Damian Young. And she said she's a PNP, she's a comrade. And she's endorsing Damian Young over her own comrade member, Michael Phillips.
Because when Karen look and see over there, so in the riser, she not see nothing where she would have really look and say, all right, then guess what happened? This is where we would have wanted to run Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something, Dudley. I was so embarrassed last night when me see holding Anderw park up Upper Grand Gala. It was a disgrace. It was a national disgrace to us. And we wonder, who are we doing? Why keep on doing that to us?
Mm-hmm.
Me never see nobody go a Grand Gala. Me never see men a Grand Gala in a cap. Frowns the cap on their head. We all know, say, no, I know you're in a head cap and him have to use braid and something fish over one side, yes? Like backward. But at least, man, get some decency, you know?
Monica Seymour said the PNP is financially blind. Come there from Monica Seymour.
So they are financial blind?
Blind.
It's blind.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. RBIND.
Financially
it's
blind.
BIND.
Blind. Yeah, Monica Seymour.
Monica, is it blind you mean or blind? Which one?
I think she said she are financially blind, I think.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, Joseph Biden said the man is a disgrace. Calling for Joseph Biden.
Who said the man is a disgrace?
She said, bind.
And if it's the bind, Monica, don't make them fool you. Don't make them fool you. You have Matalan and one whole heap of them. You have Matalan, JFJ, and the whole of them we say them a civil society group. We have finance them campaign, a finance them bid for government.
Not again.
They say you have them doing it right now because them promise board appointment. Them promise board appointment and Senate seat, so them are work towards. If you notice, all the chaos we are going in the country by Mark Golding, them are not care where they say. All the shooting in Central Kingston. You hear none of them come out and say I think no. Watch this space. None of them not come out and say nothing because them promise board appointment and Senate position.
Oh, you remember
they promise position as advisors.
You remember saying this program that he said to me on the show that if PNP win, Bunting could become finance minister. Maybe say on this program.
Yes,
It is now out that the private sector is now not comfortable with that reality. That if PNP win, it could be they're not pleased with that. So based on that, now they're kind of withholding funds from the PNP. And they don't want to have a PNP with Bunting as finance minister.
When you see Janet Calder,
but like Seymour said, because Jamaica is not supporting them. It came out earlier that they're not supporting them because they don't want to see Bunting as the finance minister. That's your biggest fear right now.
Right, you have some of the backers them like some private sectors and whatever like the big, but you have, and I'm telling you, remember me tell you have them Matalan from the Gleaner and them Calder them and the whole of them we are collect the big donation them from abroad. Arch and the whole of them then take time undercover they finance them. They finance them because them promise big position from big board. Them promise advisors position. Take it, me tell you, me not come as a contact, not nowhere. When me not get heads up and
well, that would be so sad because I'm not seeing.
Yes.
But based on what I'm getting on the ground now, most of these persons in the war who finance these parties, they are not really seeing the PNP winning the elections.
No.
Or those who finance, they are kind of more hopeful that they might win.
Right. So if you notice the ones that when me tell you say I finance them, are the little tail end them.
Yeah,
like call them JFJ and them the people they wear promise board position. Them all go on board and they'll be senior advisor for this and that and whatever. And Senate seat. You must think, listen me. When you hear me come here so and drop anything and you know, remember say me tell you say it come out of my house.
Yeah.
Oh, you stay there.
So it's not so boy, so and again, what is now become no frightening now. The fact that Peter Bunting met with some taxi operators recently. And the fear is that he's trying to convince them not to carry JB supporters on election day. That's the fear.
That's what I heard. Say he have them in a south Manchester. They have a meeting in a South Manchester where them that I tell them to not carry JLP supporters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what I. So I don't know how that means.
They say Bunting and tax operator about some private meeting.
Oh.
And the fear is that they could be influenced not to carry JB supporters on election day. That's the fear on the ground by some uncommitted and people who are JLP supporters. That's the fear now on the ground by those persons.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. And if that is their fear, there is no fear here. Every single one of those taxi men, I work for their money and their money they want.
All right. Whether you have green or orange, it's about pay. It's about who can pay. Right, who can pay. So the color don't matter.
So you are gonna know say you are gonna sit down and you are gonna you don't make certain amount of money that they did it. And you not gonna take it.
Because
you are gonna make careless somebody make you tell you whatever them can't tell for them who they think they can control that. If that is the only fear, if I was a JLP, that would be no fear to me because guess what happened? Have your backup plan and get your people then because I work, people are work. And I am wondering why are they so you're desperate in a way that's instead of coming up with plans so the Jamaican people can view the two plans.
They have no plans.
See where the JLP and one who no come with.
They have no
plans. You get up and you go all about to create chaos and chaos in the place. You are going to go to taxi man. But you know what? Sometimes I wonder, but we only hope Jamaican people open their eyes.
Look at Crawford,
and see them feel them in.
Look at Crawford recently. Crawford announced something recently which are total madness. Persons who apply for student loan. And once you start teaching Jamaica, after certain years, you no longer owe the loan.
But guess what happened? Nothing cannot go so. And you see, because nothing can, again, me go back and tell you, so then take people to school.
I think to ask.
All the way you hear.
So
all the way you hear. Mark Golden, every offer, listen, if you're not here, Mark Golden ever get up and say, he will put 1 billion there, so, and him a go put 1 billion there so and 1 billion there so and the billion where him a go give there so with the billion went out but with houses with 500,000 each. I feel money and money we have to pay back. And I go put 1 billion there so and I go put 1 billion there so I think those billions when they talk about out of the FinTech money there.
I think someone asked them this question, what can go so?
If it's not out of the FinTech money, then it would have to be out of the money where enslaved people them dead left here.
No, Matt wouldn't pay crap over the last couple of months.
Pure foolishness.
With this building 500 houses, 500 houses that some, and the worst we talk now, the rent to own scheme. And if you do the math, it don't add up.
He said go and put 500 houses in every parish. And me here said the general secretary go down Westmoreland and go tell them so I'm going to build fire station.
One done there already, I think. It want to renovate.
Thank you very much. Me here said the chairwoman, she go down there I tell them how I tell them say look here, Master Mark Banya and she see Master Mark birth certificate. Then if him see it, why we can't see it?
Well, maybe the one that he got is one for adoption. Because under Jamaican law now, you can born overseas, come to Jamaica and adoption process and you get a birth certificate.
But what is hard in Master Mark show us his birth certificate?
Maybe it shows him no born here, so him can't show it. It shows he was adopted by somebody, but by who we don't know. But the question was asked. The question was asked RGD, when was it issued to him? When was it issued?
And I am so disappointed in the media because what I noticed is that none of the media houses and no journalists now asking no care why him do and why him say. No care why him do and why him say. Because him is this tapanaris and they believe that look here Jamaica must run by a tapanaris. Whether I'm nasty, whether I'm banya, whether him a dig out in rear for ideas, or whether him cuss bad word pan mic, or whether him no care what him do. We must sup it and tolerate it because guess what happened? It was a day and say he must lead us. Well, let me tell you, we don't want him.
Oh, see what say you can RGD is out there. What's out there?
You cannot ask RGD, it's out there?
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Monica?
But Cliff Hughes said that they say it was granted a Jamaican birth certificate. Not there. Oh, it said not there. Oh, it says not there.
Okay.
Sorry, Monica Seymour. It said not there. Sorry about that. It said not there.
Look here. I am sure if we, the Jamaican people, get up and ask Mr. Holness to produce his birth certificate, I am sure it will be up on the screen.
And if you go online, you can find Mrs. Holness' birth date online.
You can find everything
about it. You cannot find none from Mrs.
Even
Golden.
yesterday, when Juliet did come in, you hear everything about Juliet and nothing at all about Sandra Golden. You can't find. No, you cannot find where she born. You cannot find where you can't find no trace about her. Nothing about her.
Hold on there. Monica Simon said Karen Cross tried and it's not there. This is serious.
Right.
It's not there. What? It's not that RGD? What you're saying, Ma'am Seymour? Karen Cross tried. Karen Cross got on the marriage certificate. And said it was married in Florida. We remember that part. But she can't find the birth certificate. RGD that is lying.
Be sure me listen one interview
Monica Seymour said yes, it's not there.
Right? In do an interview where he say married at Jamaica.
Yes, yeah, I remember that too. And that's a big lie. That's a total lie.
No one know which part Golden married. So you tell me say
in Florida. In Florida.
So you don't tell me no, Dudley. Say the man was put up himself, say he want to leave Jamaica. Don't even know which right, he don't even know which part he married. He married and don't even know which part he married. Because he was forced it.
What I find also to yes, he married in Florida. We know yes, Monica Seymour say he married in Florida. He married in Florida in Dade County. I don't remember the name of the church and the reception in Dade County, everybody in Dade County, Florida. Yes,
He said
Dr. Arrow say,
in date.
we know that Dr.
This
Arrow.
lady for 6 years. He date this lady for 6 years. I'm married in Jamaica.
We know that's a lie. That's a big lie. They tell about
don't
turntable
know
club and they about them be this our leader went to August Town after the pretty empress and married her now. Big lie.
Which part in August Town the pretty empress come from?
Big
Who is
lie.
Who is the pretty empress?
She's pretty, yes.
Who is the pretty
Not from
empress
August Town.
family tree in August Town? Who are the pretty empress background in August Town? Where mother and father and her relatives them in August Town?
Maybe she is from there, but he did not meet her there.
We have never heard anything else. We have never heard anything or any family member for her.
Monica Seymour, yes, Monica.
All of them must be dead too.
Monica Seymour saying current class of the marriage certificate. We know that Monica. We know that she has it.
This man not too lie, man.
But she cannot say, she say he was married on June 29, 1994, I think, in Dade County, Florida. I don't remember the name of the church.
This man a lie. He will lie, so him tell lie to the Jamaican people them like how he carry himself.
I'm telling you about him meet her in a turntable club or dance or 1990, yes. Married 1990.
Well, as me tell you already, say meet her in some turntable club, but me sure in a the Elpa quarter.
And she taken about 6 years before they married. Oh my God.
And that's why I make everywhere walk there, you see him or the drugger like
Shelly Clark say current cross of Mark File. Yeah, Shelly Clark, we know. Current cross of Mark File.
Anytime you see with that woman, he don't give her a space, he have her a jogger like mule and cat because he afraid anybody asks her a question.
Oh my God.
I wonder why.
Oh my God. Monica Seymour say 6 days later, the baby was born.
That's what current cross said.
Yeah, I know.
When they forced him to marry her, he never broke because him decided say no. And then tell him say look here at 2 things, either I'm married to her I might end up in prison because the pitney did underage.
Yeah, we all know that. But I'll say yeah, but it's sad though that a leader for the country him can't come clean with him
you understand?
He cannot come clean.
The man cannot come clean with nothing. Him whole life story about him marriage with that woman coming up is mucky and messy like how he carry himself. Let's
look at the reality. Matt Golden don't tell lie. No. Matt Golden don't tell lie. His whole existence is based on lies.
Yes.
He don't tell lie.
Yes.
His whole existence is based on pure lies.
That's based on pure lies.
So lie.
Pure
so
lie.
He don't tell lie. He himself is a living lie.
Pure lies.
He's a living lie.
He's living lies.
So that's simple. It's a living lie.
It's pure lies. And when you tell the lies then, and the media and everybody, all of them see the lies, them printing out.
Shirley Griffiths. That's
them.
true with Shirley Griffiths.
They cover them.
Shirley Griffiths going back now. No, Shirley Griffiths going back to the two political parties, the two political meetings. As it's true, I support that view. Blame the police. Can't forget the permit to PNP.
Yes, but you know what? This is all coming from the KSAMC. Right from there.
So it's some money run, man.
Yes, and I noticed the mayor is operating as if like they are in charge.
So
this cannot happen.
So how come over here got 2 meetings also close, man?
No, this can't. There's no way.
It'll be a nightmare. It'll be a traffic nightmare.
Police. But the commissioner of police, they are with them there. What kind of foolishness is this? We have never heard this in a modern Jamaica. Especially how the
climates are tense right now.
How the risers them get up. How they get up. And then just and then come out plain and tell me that blood and fire in this election. There are blood and fire, and the leader said if he step up and get wicked for labor rights. Right? They shoot after the MP in Central Kingston. What is the police and the authorities really thinking? What are they thinking?
To grant permit for 2 mass meetings 2 miles apart for the 2 major parties.
They must show the place. Go.
Something wrong. Something wrong with that. Police they want to erode them crime gains by allowing this.
That's the same thing. Me asking, Mr. Commissioner of Police. Look, we have come a far way. Why tell me that? Why you want to gamble with the gains?
Yeah, that shouldn't get no permit meeting for that second meeting. No, that's a total no. Well,
gambling with the gains. We are at 46%, and then you get up and go gamble with the gains by you. The ruling party apply for the permit. Yes, you grant it, and then from they hear about the party for halfway tree. Them say them want to keep meeting too.
Better they keep it as Spanish Town or some other parish, but not so close. Right? Not so close.
And whoever grant this permit I wonder what them did that thing. Well, and what is the motive for it?
Monica Seymour say in a certain if the PNP got permission. But if they didn't get permission, they should have a meeting. If they want a meeting,
anything else from the KSAMC.
If they want a meeting on Sunday, keep it out of Kingston.
Of course, take it elsewhere.
Alright, the closest you shall come, I like Papin Square. The nearest.
And the Commissioner of Police need to come to the nation and tell us what is really happening. We are not going back to the 70s and 80s and 90s.
I remember
70s.
I remember when meeting keeping the halfway tree like it's a nightmare. The road block, I can't move the road block. Most of the two places. I was at the same time. No,
and the commissioner and guess what? Why would you want to block the two places one time and block out everybody? So what about private citizens? Talk about them.
Yeah, people when they come from the church, night service, I come from church, people come from work in the night. People come from church in the evening.
Take a hold of yourself.
No man.
Charge back your commissioner, it cannot work.
And people at church too, you know.
Of course.
It's confusing and this person is happening.
No, sir. This is the type of something we are seeing that
No, Monica don't see the poll lately. Monica
the commissioner is losing it.
Mm-hmm.
Commissioner, you come too far. Both Anthony Anderson and you come too far. And guess what happened?
Tell all this right now.
Listen me. We the well-thinking Jamaicans love and respect you, Mr. Commissioner. Let we keep it that way because if anything go down, me I tell you say you're going to feel the blood sorry because we don't give you it because you should have known better. You're in charge.
Jake Engineering and Architecture. Say I agreed it is too close. Monica say wait on their responses.
Yeah man, the commissioner then need to come and talk to us. We're thinking Jamaicans. We're not stupid. We now go back there. We don't want one bloodshed and every single citizen when we step out at any meeting must be alive to go and mark their ex.
I'm wondering if the PNP must get the memo that there's a possibility that the JLP might announce the Prime Minister might announce election date Sunday. That's the talk now,
No.
Say the date could be announced on Sunday. That's why them rush for their meetings up. If you go counter.
No.
That's a possibility, So that's a possibility. That date could be announced Sunday.
That's what they're trying to do. Well, guess what happened? I don't know what they can counter. Because having a meeting with pure Booga Yaga, Yen, stage 4 madness, shouting, and all kind of nonsense with nothing. You come with Booga Yaga and people leave with pure Booga Yaga and stage 4 madness, and nobody left with no clear path.
Yeah, and I'll clean windscreen.
Right? So, and I noticed from the Prime Minister, them go out there with those books, the whole of them turn idiot. And I can't understand.
That's true, JFC injury, that's true. That's true.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. Very, very responsible by JCF if them granted a permit to the PNP after the JLP meeting.
Nothing more than same like, I remember this councillor build the 4-story building without permit or not at all. And them in a KSMC or wherever them name. Galang with the antics them until then claim say integrity commission, no integrity commission, Pantan them, the old criminals them in the IC office claim say Prime Minister did have this and that in a film plate. And up in the KSMC, the mayor come out and say, I don't know why I'm saying he approved for both of them. You can approve one building where from start to scratch, it go 4-story with nothing at all from the authority. So this is the same game Swebe playing here right now.
Mm-hmm.
And Swebe believes him can sit there and play all the games for taxpayers' money and thinks that we are idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Because him get away with taxpayers' money when take there a gel up and grill up in criminal crony them and in get away because until this day the Integrity Commission not going go investigate them in the Christie them in there not go investigate nothing. Neither we don't hear anything about it, and him still operating and acting as if like guess what? Nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm. Well, I heard, yeah,
Right?
that's true. While we still waiting, a lot of things we're waiting on the outcome of the report made by Lawrence Rowe to the MOCA about the KSMC financial dealings.
I want to hear something, man. These things that just wrap up and put on in a one place. We need to hear. Kingston and Kingston up there, Kingston and St. Andrew. There's a lot of money made there, and you can't sit down and have a sitting mayor with the way I take out the money, the finance election campaign.
And the PNP the JLP, the PNP only half and Anderw only statute declaration can't certified. But
no man, that's
how they happen on. That's your Trump car to Jamaica House.
That is their plan for the country. That is the risers' plan for the country. The Prime Minister's statutory declaration. But guess what?
Biden, bad idea. It's true.
If you notice, they stopped talking about 28 bank book.
And that proves, yeah.
Lie. And if you notice, the part where the forensic report will prove say, not in there, where you can look and say, look here, the Prime Minister do wrong. You not hear them from that neither.
No.
And if you notice, the last report where the bands are criminal them in the IC office put out, where if you have to look with the power and part when they fight, where they write up, they say, look here, then close investigation with the Prime Minister. And your answer is? And your finding are?
I saw that. I was like, what? It closed?
Right. Okay. Remember, I told you so, and you said no.
Yeah.
I said, look, it is there. So they hide it up in one little place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then go back, go say them a dig up for 20 years back about Prime Minister. But I hope after all of this, the Prime Minister can sue them. They are a set of criminals, worthless, low-life cannibals, them. About integrity. When you look up on the one about him, investigator in favor of croaking lizard, you can't sit on him and say him is a disaster. When you look on him, you can't see the criminal intent in him. No, say look here, him is easily buy out any money you have to give in techie and destroy anybody's character.
Mm-hmm.
They are character assassinators, and they need to pay. They are too wicked. And the last lady we're going now, we say she a chairman. She's a chairholder. Right? She's a space holder. She sit there and allow Pantan and Christie to be running the day-to-day operation in the office from the sideline.
Well,
and we taxpayers paying her how much money to do what? To sit down in there like a stooge.
Somebody just said Clifffield say they grant PNP the permit. A while ago, just come out saying that they grant PNP the permit for the, but that is total madness. But
that's the same thing I'm saying. How can you? So them never hear of one permit grant before?
For halfway tree, and then at the same time for Crossroads.
How are you? Because guess what happened? You definitely are gonna lock down productivity from as early as 11 o'clock, whole day. So you're going to lock down productivity sake of foolishness. The JCF need to come and explain this to us. Because if they drink bad puss, You really want to know.
So if Seymour, I don't get that one Seymour. Repeat or clarify. Oh, it's a Cliff Hughes. Cliff Hughes was asking if the PNP was granted permit. See, that's what Seymour was asking.
Okay.
But if
Look,
PNP, if they if we're not sure yet. But we don't think I don't think people can have a meeting that day. That don't make any sense.
No. They have to tell me so the police them sit down as if like they lost their mind.
And
That's you are gonna look and you are gonna see you are gonna lock down the country.
no, sir.
You are gonna lock down the up there.
The PNP have the view that Anderw will call election date. That's the main concern right now. Anderw may announce the date on Sunday.
Let me tell you something. I remember 2020 when the PNP were out waiting when Anderw having meeting them to listen for election date. We never see them do this.
No.
Let me tell you something, Dudley.
No, that was PNP. It was risers. Two different thinking.
Right.
PNP and risers.
And Mark Golin is the most destructive element ever hit a party. It is a disaster, it's an accident, not waiting to happen, already happening.
I did not see his arrival.
I can't wait for him to remove, to just recuse himself by last and then just take away himself and go about in business. And you know the worst part of it is that when you look at him, he just give you a bitter taste in your mouth. And I ever like some sitting where you can look and you say, all right then, you know, easy and the eyes. Disgusting, man.
I think the police will be on nationwide making some clarification later today. Hope we can get some info before we come off here.
I hope the clarification that they are coming on with is to look here, cancel
the PNP one.
The last one that put it, cancel it.
Well, I think
whichever one last apply, please cancel it.
And they shouldn't.
In the name of Jesus, cancel it for one piece.
Yeah, cancel one.
And not pieces.
Cancel one. Depending on who first got the permit, cancel the second one.
I don't understand what the JCF thinking.
We're still not sure if a PNP got that permit. We're still not sure now. We heard that PNP have a meeting and the police didn't say that they grant the PNP a permit. So we're hoping some clarification later on.
Look here, I hear it broadcast and it's from the JCF about 2 weeks now. We should part them on block off. We hear it from them. Both Crossroad and Alfredry. Yes. We hear it from the JCF advertise. About which part and which part, no, them all lock off where are we from 11 o'clock.
That's madness. That's right? Madness.
And when me hear it, I say, no man, this cannot be real. This can't real, nothing can go so. Because on that dream, I don't know what they are thinking then. Believe me, don't know what they are thinking, Dudley.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to come and tell us, because guess what, we are not going back. I'm sure no say them are not Superman and woman. It spells trouble. And when you look at that side over there, them are walk their hand and their foot, them belly and everywhere they see trouble because they don't have nothing to live for.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, they just have galang, they don't have nothing to live for. They are loose animals, stray animals.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand how the JCF yield to them temptation. And I remember saying healing a sin.
Let me cry as sign no. Well, hopefully good sense prevail and you cancel the one who applies second. Simple as that.
Dr. Hero, when you look at the Gleaner front page, what they have, because remember now, it is highly circulated all around the bulletin that Dayton Campbell sent out. It's no secret. When send out to allies, then the allies, you don't know, is the Gleaner. And we have him talk, him say, put it out. So if you notice, then prepare a nice front page lead story. Sunday morning with the Prime Minister and them carry on and then go on. But the Gleaner will never learn. But and I heard that they are in bankruptcy and depending and then Tapanar is suing. So then can't come digging a taxpayer money. Because if then Tapanaris win the election now, them are going to Matalando, the board. Madam go be board chairman for this and that, and then them are go get them then sit now no bail out.
Well,
so them trying every way to tear down the prime minister to come in. But we don't want no Tapanaris rule over us. Because them are white they put on
Maureen Thomas, simply the war is so true.
Tapanaris. Yes, if we sit to allow Tapanaris to rule over it. In not only big out in Enos and rub it on the cameras them. In don't want rub it on all of it.
Well, JFK is saying that engineer is saying that maybe it's in mayor. Can't remember I know. They're gonna permit now, you go through the KSAC and the police.
That's exactly what I said to you. I said to you, say, this thing is the Dudley, you cannot say me no keep on saying to you, say, look here. This thing is coming from the mayor. The mayor think him is high and mighty and in charge of Jamaica.
So the mayor, so yeah.
Right?
So maybe the mayor override the police on this matter.
Yes.
So you can't really be mad to the police alone then.
That's exactly what happened, but the mayor is not on top of these things. Is the police alone can make these rulings.
I remember if you keep a dance in the Kingston, you get a permit from from KCC and the police. I think when they show the police the KCC permit, the police get that granted until they show the KCC permit first, you know.
Right.
So apparently get from the KCC so the police can't stop it.
What do you mean by the police cannot stop it? What do you mean by the police?
Apparently KCC give them the go ahead if you keep the meeting.
Yes, but don't tell me the police cannot stop it. The police are the ones of the final say if the KSAC will grant them. There was one already, it is problematic. Don't tell me police can't stop it. We don't want no customers and no controversy in Jamaica. The mayor don't run Jamaica.
That's true.
The mayor is not a law unto himself.
This meeting, these two meetings are a disaster.
No, because the mayor has been digging into taxpayers' money and doing as he like with it. And get caught and pay for it yet. Not because that you in a field say guess what him is above the law and he can set and set things and do as he like. We need to find out how this go. Right? We need to find out how this go.
This is serious.
Right? You can't tell me, say, mayor, he's a runaway train or him is a law by himself. It can't happen.
No, sir. Is it serious?
It can't. Jamaica is not a lawless country. We govern by laws. So you cannot pull one lawyer son and him catch up in there so. They do as he like and I pull one other side. The authorities need to come and clear the air on this. We need to hear from the authorities if them around if them in charge or the mayor.
Well, okay, some news here just coming in. It said the PNP had their let's see if it's fresh news. I look at this thing. I can't get some information here. Let's double check if it's 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago.
Yes.
The PNP had their mass meet. Oh, it gone. It flashed off the screen a while ago. It just come and flash off the screen. It just said the PNP had their permit. Wow. It said the PNP had their permit. It said the PNP had a permit.
That's exactly where we're going, Dudley.
The PNP had their mass meeting at Crossroad weeks ago and have a permit. No.
Yeah. So wait, they had mass meeting at Crossroad. When?
No, it said the PNP had a mass meeting in Crossroad weeks ago and have their permit. We're reaching me that the police told the JLP it was not safe to have the meeting so close, and Andrew said he doesn't need a permit. Wow.
Who said that? in the paper?
No, it coming from a post from D. Anthony Natural, but the source of this is real.
But you know what? No, Dudley.
No, this is
From
not real.
D. Anthony. D. Anthony is a PNP blogger.
This is not only that. That's only that. This is not only real. I'm trying to find a more reliable source. But
no, D. Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
D. Anthony is a PNP blogger. He's always on Facebook telling lies. D. Anthony is always on Facebook. Every week, D. Anthony has polls on Facebook.
Malika Sima said that's not true. Don't read it. Yes, actually, I agree.
Right, you don't. When just look and just listen to them. They are a set of risers that they paid to go out there and spew lies, misinformation and lies.
Trying to find some. I'm seeing I'm seeing the traffic changes announced, but we're not seeing much about it. So trying to find a credible source. The PNP and a permit for that
meeting. They have not seen much about it until now because I guess they have to lock in some meeting or something because I heard 2 radio stations this morning. I hear Emily Crooks say, look here, you have to postpone one, and I hear Cliff Hughes take it up again. They are saying that's madness. Foolishness.
Yeah.
That cannot be so. You're heading for trouble. Whoever grant those
TVJ News say the police have announced traffic changes for 11 a.m. Sunday, August 10 to midnight, Monday, August 11, for political meetings in Halfway Tree, JLP, Crossroads, PNP.
But remember me tell you, say, when me look on the JCF website, that's what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, and I said to myself, say, but wait a minute, this real? That's why you hear me tell you, say yes, because me see it, and like say, me all say, we all wonder if I'm button and say, boy, whatever, on the JCF website, me see it.
Yeah, so
and then they are one that say wait the man. But them are people I must say they look like I said they head or something because me can't see wearing how them in their normal sense.
Yes, Sunday morning, Sunday. 11 a.m. Sunday.
What them here say? How are they going to deal with this? Yes. Me don't see this. It just cannot happen.
The trade starts Sunday 11 a.m. at midnight, but it's a midnight Monday. So apparently them have the midnight as Monday morning, because a minute past 12 now is Monday morning, you know.
Yes, yeah, them say
from 11 a.m. Sunday to midnight Monday. So you know, say when you touch a minute past 12, that's Monday morning.
This is stage 4 madness, master.
So apparently that they mean. Because Monday, midnight will be the end of Sunday. And minute past midnight is Monday morning.
Whatever them have up their sleeve, master, I don't know. But they don't know them. It come like I said, the whole of them headache. That's why you need to hear from the commissioner or somebody because this cannot real.
Well, we're gonna hope and see what happens, because as now the PNP is anticipating that the date to be announced Sunday. That's why they rush to get them meeting.
I wish the Prime Minister don't announce it Sunday.
Yes, I agree. Because it'll be don't announce. Yes.
And remember, Dayton Campbell said if he don't announce it Sunday, he's going to call it. So I wish he don't announce it Sunday, make Dayton call it.
Make Dayton call it.
Yeah, man, make him call it.
I make Dayton call it. All right, so
stupid.
Well, we'll wait and see. And if it calls Sunday, the campaign will take a different, a more different turnout. That might take a more update. Also, the ads on TV now get more. They're in panicking mood. Warren Thomas said the PNP are in panicking mood.
And a pure foolishness, them are going and a chat pure foolishness.
Yeah, man. From the talk about run taxi, old bus to taxi man carry school children to giving student loan, don't pay it back, to teach teacher or 2 weeks extra. Nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense.
You know, let me find out. I'm seeing this.
Yeah, hello. See, like you have lost word lady here.
Got respect. Now let's look for some little small places. They keep meeting and say them a jam up. Yeah. And they always.
And jam everybody one place.
With
the camera, them have crowd.
I'm bailing everybody one place and say, yes, see here.
Yeah, I'm have crowd.
Because they get weary, they tired out and weary out. Them not people not really People not really. The 6 hours and a half does that the others them. Them a ball now say boy money little bit. Because when they take that and them lunch, they not get none to go in with.
Well, you see if Riser continue to erode the gains made by Portia. Some people say Bruce, but it started on a Portia, Bruce to Anderw.
Look here.
Less Bruce, but more Portia and Anderw.
I need one of this meeting to postpone. That is all I need.
Well, I think the one that applies second should postpone, and that's PNP. They apply after GLP.
The mayor don't run things here. In grill up and gel up taxpayers' money in the council. And still walking around and talking about integrity. Sometimes me wonder when they hear these type of risers opening their mouth and talking about integrity. If they really take with the idiots, they really take with the idiots. Really take with the idiots.
The risers.
Not going with this big everlasting fin sack they pan in, they can ride him like ghosts. It up a talk about integrity. And when you look on, if you go down in the archive, you will see where the contractor general where this big everlasting bailout with Frank Omar Davis, BB&G, and them. And them just think we forgot about it. I'm not going to come here and talk about rescue Jamaica. God Almighty, Jamaica gone down too. A white tapanaris.
You look from what? From what? That's the question. From what?
Rescue Jamaica.
From what?
Rescue Jamaica from low employment. He's coming to rescue Jamaica from
low employment. Reduce crime rate. Reduce debt to GDP.
No, high employment.
High employment.
Low unemployment. Yes. Reduction in murder.
By 44%.
Economy booming.
And the debt to GDP cut in half.
Yes, all the nice things that we have won. That's what the man get up say. In going to rescue Jamaica from the good things in Jamaica, where every foreign country. Me say Caribbean country police chief come here, come adopt our Jamaican police model and carry gun over there. And said the Jamaican police. Everybody at the envy at the Caribbean. And them there's something the master mark say in want rescue the country from.
And Jamaica could become the next Singapore. So that you want Jamaica from being the next Singapore.
Yes, because in believe say in wish nothing good for Jamaica because we should go back in a slavery. But I have news for him. The only somebody neck in can hold up chain for a big stone. Nobody else now allow him to put chain for anything. And the time I noticed Mark Golden go on every platform and I never hear him mention the word reparation. Him not mention the word him not mentioning that word none at all.
Reparation.
I wonder why. Yeah, why?
Because I know say film family owe reparation because in family collect money as one of Jamaica's biggest slave owners back then. So and they get millions.
That's the conversation we should be having with Master Ma. Anytime we open him up, that's the conversation we should be having. Show us your birth certificate. Show us your renunciation certificate. Speak to us about reparation and tell us why you block us from being going republic.
And also,
Because Dudley,
and also, people in this constituency are forbidden to take homes from Anderw holness.
yes. But them can't stay there because guess what happened? Him living in how much houses where him build out of Finsack and all kind of sitting and out of without parents them. And have how much company offshore and live properly and them not live nowhere. Them still a use ladder bag as they entirely can throw it over fence.
And the premise right? Build house and them can't apply for any.
So if them want to sit down and make him take them front off the shoulder and see them business. Imagine that look on the place in which for him the piece of old broke down place where I brought them and mash them up. And he wouldn't even take some of the things that money and fix up it.
And the step where
he wouldn't even take some of the, he wouldn't even
a
use
disaster
the
waiting
money and
to happen.
A disaster waiting to happen. And the only use you're going to have for those people is to them come out and vote for him. That's the only use he have for
right,
them. He don't have no use to them because he scan them, he look down upon them. He feel he above them, he better than them. He feel that he's still the same background master. And they are his slaves. So he have no use to them or use them by going to the polling station. You know, you said then give him a strength. That's the only use he have for them. Is a jungling come from and then give him a strength. Nothing else.
Well, in build house, Maureen Thomas, in build houses in the Bahamas.
Yes, in build how much house, he invest so much in how much house in the Bahamas. Go look in the Anderw constituency, how in the pretty and look good. Go look in there.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. I work nearby. Used to work nearby when I lived in Jamaica. And I saw the work.
And I cannot understand. It come from PNP to risers. Just look at those leaders, how they treat their constituents. Remember how Portia treats them.
Mm-hmm.
But Peter Phillips just the same. They are just diamond look for themselves. The only use so they have to poor people is to go a polling station and vote for them. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing else. I can't believe say all over in a Portia Park where Angela Brownberg take you over. And I'll know the people them still use scandal bag.
Mm-hmm.
They throw over fence.
And the sad part again. And the sad part again, she's in a PNP CFC and she'll win again. She'll win again.
Mm-hmm.
She's in PNP CFC seat.
One piece of zinc and sitting and then turn up back and beard.
That's PNP CFC seat, so she cannot lose.
No.
That seat is loyal to the PNP. That's a PNP loyal seat.
Yes.
That is in the win column for PNP before the election.
Not until they stop loyal to them and send them a message. Me see Angela Brownberg, which a Portia old seed, where in the road, the big old hole in the road, the pumpkin and banana grow.
Yeah, man. And Jack, she cannot lose. That's a PNP seat. She cannot lose. Will
because
not lose that
to
seat.
Me, it look like I said, they put them on gunpoint and they have to go vote for them.
PN have been alone. PN have been alone. PN not alone, make you win.
Why?
And 2 miles.
Really fit them.
2 miles.
My name fit them, PN have been on PN because guess what? I'm a
PN.
they put them over there. Pure PN.
Yeah, man. Cannot lose yourself. Cannot lose.
Pure PN and Hagani, that's the only thing they have for them. That's why you hear they get up every day and talk about poor. They hate the poor.
Mm-hmm.
They hate the poor. That's why they keep them poor.
All right, we're going to wind down the show now for today. We're hoping that good sense can prevail, that the PNP cancel their meeting. And we're going to see if the date will be announced Sunday, according to persons are expecting it to be announced. Let's wait and see if it will be announced. We're not sure, but...
If it is me like the Prime Minister, don't announce it on Sunday.
That's true.
And don't announce it. Let Dayton call it.
That's true, yes.
They're too disgusting, man. Shameless bunch of crosses. They're too disgusting.
That's the reason why they rush the meeting, because them believe it to announce on Sunday. That's why they rush the meeting.
Alright, so if them even rush to put them meeting and announce on Sunday, what are going to do to them? What's the benefit in that?
I don't even know.
You're going to stand up and say yes? They check the Prime Minister, say if you don't call him, you don't call it, and then call it. That's it. What? Is that?
I don't know. Say like I don't know where Crawford go to the Clark. I don't know where Crawford do the Clark. Same way I don't know where Crawford do the Clark gas.
It's like you can't sit at the mama though. It's
I
like
don't know.
Just sick and crazy.
We still can't understand why Crawford did that.
Sit down and depend on Chris to them to carry them through back door by default in a government.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this, and I want to say it here again. I only hope the Jamaican people stay far away from CCJ. The CCJ is part.
Talking about CCJ, look here now. It's Trinidad former FIFA vice president. He was Jack Warner from FIFA.
Jack Warner, yes.
Jack Warner is now fighting extradition to America for the past 10 years. And
yes, you remember.
And his final appeal court is Privy Council, not CCJ in Trinidad.
No.
He go to the Privy Council as a Trinidadian.
Yes.
And that going to CCJ. And I find that kind of hard to wait. It's in his country. And he's going to England to fight it. And then he gets some legal recourse recently about his extradition to America because he's now still fighting that. But the Privy Council work in his favor up to yesterday.
And guess what happened? And the same thing with Keith Rowley.
Yes.
Keith Rowley did not go to
CCJ, go to Privy Council.
Go to Privy Council, go get his rights. We in Jamaica don't want this PJ-led Pantan CCJ. But then keep it for themselves. We don't want it, and I hope none of them can chuck it down with throat and push it on us, put it to a vote because we don't want it. Can you imagine if we get up and lay careless and put our faith in for them the evilest man hand? Where AJ Nicholson sit down the way to get position as CCJ. Pantan get up the way to go a CCJ. And PG and what the all of them.
And Jack Warner Trinidadian.
They don't look at them.
And then go to Privy Council. And that is a Trinidadian.
Because they're wicked and the whole of them are friend and combo where the whole of them study at the same university, go at the same all about. The whole of them are large brothers.
All right, so yeah, man. So you're winding down again, and we're gonna see how Sunday will work out. It depends. Maybe we come back on Monday and then recap how Sunday work out. Hoping that good sense will prevail. One cancel.
And one of the meeting cancel. Yes.
If none don't cancel, hopefully if it's peaceful, the police and full alert for any possible.
I hope they postpone.
Yeah.
I hope they postpone one of them. Postponing.
I hope Andrew don't call the election Sunday.
And I hope he don't call it Sunday.
He don't call it Sunday.
Right, no call it.
Because we don't want this clash on the street between Aperture and Crossroad after announcement, and then you say chaos, and you say
people find that to the place and
start
road and start shoot up your son.
We don't want go back to those dark days. You come too far, no, go back to those days. Those are days of the past.
I want to understand what the authority don't come and say. What is your explanation for this?
Well, I'm going to find out and come back. I'm going to find out and come tomorrow to update on that. Tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Because we have to look at it serious. So we're going to find out about that and then get update tomorrow.
Alright, yes.
Yeah, man. So thanks again.
Yeah, man. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, man. Bless. Alright.
Yes.
I think I will come now to the end of today's live broadcast here. And I will say it's very silly to have the two political parties having their meetings in such close proximity on Sunday. And the PNP was anticipating that the JLP, Mr. Anderw holness, will be announcing the election dates Sunday in Halfway Tree. That's why they rushed their mass meeting in Crossroad to have some rebuttal. Well, I'm hoping that they don't announce it on Sunday. Because it makes no sense to have two mass meetings in such close proximity about 2 miles apart. And lock off Crossroad and Halfway Tree Sunday from 11 a.m. And that will affect church persons who go to work on Sundays. And again, persons also go to church on Sundays. You'll be affected by that meeting. By those meetings, I should say. Because people travel to Halfway Tree to go to church and also through Crossroads. And some both. Some drive and some take public transportation to go to church. Some even ride bicycle or motorbikes to go to church in Jamaica. So it's not a good look to have two meetings in those two areas at the same time. Alright, so remember again, smash that notification bell. Send a live to your friends and your family all across. Welcome, thanks to all those persons who participated, all the newcomers. All new subscribers, thanks a million. And thanks for our channel to grow further and further as we continue to give you unbiased feedback here on this channel with Jamaican politics. We don't take sides. We said to you earlier that Jamaica's growth now experiencing the result of the work of both PNP and the GLP, that and not the Rise United. Yes. Portia Simpson Miller and some say Bruce Golden to extent. Bruce, Andrew Holness, and Portia are the persons responsible for the growth Jamaica is seeing now in 2025. It started by Portia and then now it continued under Andrew Holness. Alright, so until then, have yourselves a wonderful evening and keep locked us here on WDT Media TV. I'm Dudley Thompson, and again, bye bye for now until we get some clarification about the permits and the meetings on Monday. We'll come back and give you our update on that one. So have yourselves a wonderful day.